And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Welcome back to the channel for a weekend stream. Hope you're looking forward to this one. We are on board none other than the PMDG Boeing 737-700 Qantas, heading from the Gold Coast, all the way over to Sydney. And here we are in the beautiful Gold Coast. As you can see, it's a nice evening here up in the Gold Coast. About 7:46 p.m. You can see the Gold Coast Airport there. How beautiful it is indeed. We're going to come on down and jump in the flight deck of the aircraft as we prepare the aircraft for departure. So thank you for joining me on this great evening as we head on down to Sydney. It is going to be a great evening, so make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for 45 subscribers as well. If you do say hello in the live chat, hopefully it should come up. I have a little chat box in the corner. Hopefully it should come up there. If it doesn't, I'll have to fix that afterwards. Also, if you do subscribe, then you can get your username will appear in the bottom left corner of the stream. So a reminder to show support and subscribe to the Dazzlejet channel. So we are here at Sydney Airport and we're having some fun. What am I saying? Not here at Sydney, here at the Gold Coast, and we're having some fun. Let's jump in the flight deck and begin with the pre-flight checklist. Okay, parking brake is set, battery and standby power is on, guards are closed, emergency exit lights are armed. Ground power is connected, lights are as required, IRS is set to navigation. We will do the warning test now, beginning with the inoperable. I'm actually not getting any sim audio at the moment, so you're going to have to bear with me. We'll go back to the first page. Will just be a moment while I adjust my settings. Apologies for this, but we should be fixing it shortly. Okay, and I've got sim volume back now. Apologies for that. I just didn't select the right headset. But we're back, continuing on with our checklist. Okay, so begin with the inoperable, and then we'll go from there. Lights are illuminating. We'll wait for that switch. Flight tests. Do the APU. Light is illuminating, finally the cargo heat. Looking all good there. We can do the oxygen test. Flow is normal. And finally the flight recorder test. And the light is turning off as it should. Continuing on with the checklist now, we can confirm that pack signs are off. The hydraulic pumps we can turn on. As well as the yaw damper And finally, the window heats. So that's it for now. We'll go ahead and fire up the FMC. Program the FMC, beginning with the, where is it? With the menu page, FS actions, and fuel. I'm just gonna quickly adjust something with one of my, there we go. Much better. Apologies, just getting some things figured out. Didn't have as long to prepare for this stream as usual. Okay, so our total, fuel today will be 13062, so we'll enter that in. 13006 130. Sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble. 13062.
If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy
okay, there
to
we
other
go.
passengers.
Payload
Please
now.
double-check that
We
all your
have
items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in
135 passengers today
if you're not able
on
to
the
comply with these actions,
flight,
please let us know
cargo.
so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process.
30.
We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome
38
aboard.
5 35 38 50 38 50. Okay, great. Okay, menu now, FMC, let's chuck this in. Identification, position, initialization, GPS lift, and chuck that into the IRS position. And that is looking good. We can then head to the route page, and we're currently at the Goldie, which has the, SAO code, YBCG, Yankee, Bravo, Charlie, Golf. YBCG. Heading over to Sydney. We are Qantas flight 5901. Chuck that in there. Next page now. We'll begin with the departure. We're taking off. Taking off from runway 14 on the Apig Indigo or Apigee 5 departure. Route page, and then Hotel 901. To Corky. Then, hang on. Hotel 12. Hotel 12 to Bori.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 591 with service to Sydney. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down.
Spelled that wrong? Oh my gosh.
Fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all
One
three
more.
tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure.
Bori 3
Cabin
Alpha
crew, prepare doors
arrival.
for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
For runway 34 left. Route. Activate that. Execute this. Legs page. Next page. From Nasho, we'll have to vector ourselves in and track 155 degrees to sausage. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, performance initialization now. Our zero fuel weight today is going to be none other than 115.1 with the cost index today to 5. I really need a second monitor. Reserves 5048, so 50.4. Chuck that in. We're cruising at flight level 360 this evening. Transition altitude will be 10,000. And finally, our cruise winds. $292 at 7. 292 at 7. And we'll execute that. Next page now. N1 limit. We will be using Toga for today. We'll go flaps 5 for departure. We're generating 122 for V1, 125 for VR, and 143 for V2 for maximum performance on departure. Still getting used to this. What was it? 143. 143, yeah. 143. That is looking good indeed. And we'll generate the center of gravity today, 18.7, trimming 6.3, and we'll chuck that in now. Just confirm. I think that is about good enough there. Okay. So winds at 200 at 6. Pro 125 143. There we go. Just do a quick scroll through. Yes. Okay, that is looking all good. Continuing on with the checklist now. Looks as though boarding is completed. Turn on the fuel pumps and get the APU started up in just a moment. before we do so, we are going to close left and right doors, turn on the fuel pumps. We will go ahead and start up the APU. We'll turn on the fasten seatbelt signs, turn them on, and we'll set our cruise altitude to 3,600 feet. APU is starting up. We'll confirm that we have hydraulics. Yes, so we'll go back to the engine page now. We'll go ground services and release the fuel truck. Release the forward loader. Let's see. So we will go ahead and just quickly set our squawk code today, which is going to be, just do random 1 6 4 6 4 3 5, and we'll go now. Turn on the APU bleed. Turn on the APU generators. Continue on with the checklist. We can set our altimeter to altitude off. At this point, the flight directives can come on. Our initial altitude today, I'll just find my SYD quickly. So our initial altitude today will be 7,000 feet. Nice. We will release the stairs. Continue on with the checklist. Flight directives are on. We can turn on the anti-collision light. And we'll prepare shortly for push and start. Begin by turning ground power off. We'll open pushback toolbar. We'll be tailing to the right today, so we'll pre-plan this. All doors and hatches are closed, fuel pumps are on, packs will set to the off, or they are off. Engine mode selector is set to both, and we're ready for engine start. Let's call for push. Remove the chocks. Sorry, need to redo this. Hopefully it works this time. Still no audio, which is quite annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll try this one last time. It's worked earlier today, but obviously not now. It's alright. Okay, we'll set our runway heading. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. Engine 2. Into increasing. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know why we don't get much audio.
Gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight
That's
attendants
alright.
as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is
25, fuel in.
illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth.
Okay.
Secure the elastic behind your head and tighten the strap to the
Engine
neck
1 now.
And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Oxygen is flowing to the mask, and you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then assist others.
Nice.
Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises
Nice
you
joke,
it's safe to
Pax.
remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When
That's
instructed to do
25
so,
fuel in.
open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten.
Set the parking brake.
Inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling,
Just wait
or
for the
destroying
engines to
smoke
settle.
detectors
It looks
located
as
in the
though they have
laboratory
done
is
so,
strictly
so we'll
prohibited by
continue
law.
with
All
the
this information can be
start
found in the safety card
checklist.
located in the seat back in front of you.
Generators 1 and 2 can come on. At this point we can turn on the probe heats as well as the bleeds, which are already on. Set the packs to the auto position. We can turn off the bleed and the APU. We'll turn on set flaps 5. Elevator trim is set 6.3. Flight controls are full and free. And I just quickly do my rodders. Oh. Get this, there we go. I think that's good. Okay, we will go ahead and arm the auto throttle, LNAV. Set the taxi lights to the on position, and set the auto brake to rejected takeoff. We are ready for taxi. Let's do this. Pretty simple taxi. We'll just continue up Charlie, which I think we're on. Okay, so parking brake is released. We'll do a takeoff configuration test. That's fine, no warnings appeared. Let's taxi. So we're looking at an on-time departure. We're expected to depart in 5 minutes now, so I think we're most likely to make a fairly on-time departure.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing.
Thank you
If
for
require
reminding
additional
me.
lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Turn that off. There we go. Lucky I remembered that one. Now I think we're on the wrong taxiway. Yep, we are, which is fine. We'll just come up here. And I'll just confirm that everything is looking good. Yes, it is. Looks to all be working. Turn on the landing lights and runway turn-off lights as we are crossing an active runway. And I'll make this as speedy as possible. Now that we have done that, we'll just And I think Physics is live now. Make sure to go and check him out. He's another great Aussie Microsoft Flight Sim streamer. And often flies the PMDG 736. He also got the 800, I think. Speaking of PMDG, yes, recently they have released the Boeing 737-800 for the Microsoft Flight Sim. That's what Qantas actually flies in real life. I purchased the 700 when it came out a few months ago. I think I'm going to stick with it just because it was quite pricey. It's extremely realistic but quite pricey, and so is the 800, so I think I'm just going to stick with what I've got for now. Anyway, pre-departure checks now. Parking brake is set. We will turn on the set the position lights to strobe and steady. Turn off the taxi lights, runway turn off lights, and landing lights can come on. There we go. Can come on. Transponder will set to TARA. What else? Transponder traffic. We'll start the clock. And let's taxi out onto the runway. Sorry, just had to look away from the monitor for a sec. Runway 14 identified. And here we go. Stable, full power. Toga. Maintaining center line, cross check. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Nav CMDA. After takeoff checklist, positive rate, gear is up, autopilot is engaged, auto brake off, engine start switches are off. Gear lever will keep up for a moment. Runway turn off lights set off. Flaps are just confirmed. Yep, we should be at 1 now, like so. Runway turn off lights off, and flaps are fully up now. Cabin pressure is normal. Altimeter will set standard once we're passing our transition altitude. So we're heading up to 250 knots. And we're turning. So we'll increase our altitude all the way up to 30,000 now, because that's what our flight plan is saying. At our next waypoint, we want to be at flight level 307 actually. You can hear the roar of the Boeing 737 engines. Gear selector off. Set the standard altimeter in a moment. There we go. Runway landing lights off. 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
And up we go. Sydney, here we come. We will switch the fasten seatbelt signs to auto. Why don't we turn on our heads up display if I can find the switch for it. Let's see. Isn't that jazzy? Very nice. Actually, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't know how to turn it off. Where is it? There it is. How beautiful is that, ladies and gentlemen, as we depart out of the wonderful Gold Coast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great departure if you ask me. On time, expected arrival in about an hour and 4 minutes. As you take a look at the clock, you can see we departed 6 minutes ago. Which means the local time then was 8:18 PM. So very nice indeed. We're climbing up to 3,000, what am I saying? Flight level 307 and up to our cruise, flight level 360. You're watching the Dazzle Jet stream, weekend stream from the Gold Coast to Sydney. We're having some great fun here, and thank you for joining me. So make sure to like, subscribe, and show your support. Also, join my Discord. There is a link in the description. You can check out my other videos and live streams on my channel page. You can see some great stuff there. For example, you can see live plane spotting, which comes around often, as well as a lot of Microsoft Flight Sim videos such as this one. So always great fun. Be sure to say hello in the live chat. Hopefully it's coming up on the screen. If it isn't, I'll definitely have that fixed as soon as possible. But until then, we're just gonna have to work with it. unfortunately. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Good fun. A little bit of a later one. Came on at about 7, quarter to 8 type thing. Usually it's about 7:15, which is fine. It might mean we hop off at a bit of a later time. As always, all good. We can go ahead and top of descent isn't for another while. So we're just going to, once we reach cruise, we're going to dim the floodlights and all of that, and just have a relaxing trip over to Sydney. So we're passing flight level 260 now. Approaching our top of climb. If we just do a quick recall, we can see nothing is appearing. The aircraft is looking to be in good shape. We're a ways away from Sydney. And Mach 7.35. Mach 0.735. Well, now we're Mach 0.74. I think we'd be going extremely fast. Yes, very realistic for a Boeing 737. Yep, so PMDG 738 released for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think you can buy it for about $70 US. I'm sure, you know, it's gonna have a lot of appeal to flight simmers because it is the most popular variant of the 73 series. I know what I should be calling it. You know, for example, Qantas fly with the 738, Virgin fly with the 738, a lot of other domestic airlines and international airlines, and I think it's a very popular. If PMDG ever release a 737 MAX variant, then I'm in. Not because I love the MAX aircraft, but just because the you know, the updated, probably, how should I say, you know, the PFD is more modern and that type of thing. But yeah, the 738, I think it's great that they have released it. And I think, yeah, I think it's gonna have a lot of appeal to buyers. 736, you know, it was great, really good if you probably didn't have the budget to get the 737. The 736 was only $35 USD compared to 737 and 738 now. So I think quite a few, you know, simmers who are new to the platform really, you know, really enjoyed that that model released by PMDG. Still, you know, same enjoyment out of flying the 737, just a shorter plane, not as much modelling in terms of the cabin layout and all. But yeah, I think it's great that the Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know, it's exactly what it needed. So many, you know, the Microsoft Flight Simulator has such great potential. The Flight Simulator has such great potential. I think the more third-party aircraft, even if a Sobo could start doing maybe even payware study level aircraft. You know, because when you purchase the game, you get your 748 Intercontinental, you get your Citation CJ4, you get your 787, you know, all of that great stuff. Totally flyable. You can perform a long haul flight with those aircraft, but not as realistic as it could be. Which is great because we had third party add-ons, but I think it could be even better if Asobo, when they released the product, maybe charged a bit of money for it, but had a bit more, you know, of a study level aircraft modelling type thing. Anyway, we're approaching our cruising altitude of flight level 360, apologies. And we're having a great time. Make sure to like and subscribe, show your support to the channel. We're having some fun, hey. So hopefully we can get back out for some plane spotting shortly. We're yet to see any updates from SYD Squad about another stream. I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm really hoping. I don't think Tim mentioned. I didn't get to watch it because I wasn't able. It was a Tuesday, I believe. No, it wasn't. What was it? I can't even remember. I wasn't able to watch it, unfortunately. But I don't think he mentioned a Sunday stream. So I just hope that, you know, sometime this week, and hopefully a night stream from Kurt, maybe. Kurt is the king of night streams. So we're at cruise now. Let's dim those lights and just enjoy the incredible Microsoft Flight Simulator, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
So we're experiencing a 78 knot crosswind at the moment, which is creating a little bit of turbulence. So we're going to keep that in mind. Still steady at cruise. Top of descent now, probably about 170 nautical miles out. I'll be back in a moment. Cruising at Mach 0.775, flight level 360. You're watching the Dazzlejet stream. Expected arrival in about 53 minutes. We're 18 minutes into this flight. I hope you're enjoying, and I will see you all very shortly. ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are back in the sim. Not that we ever left. But I'm back because we're about 100 miles from the top of our descent, which means we should begin to prepare for our top of our descent, which is going to be very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Just confirm, yes, 100 miles. So we will prepare from about 80 to 100 miles. Descent checklist now. Our arrival and weather data. Well, let's go ahead and switch over to the descent page. Hit the forecast. Well, firstly, let's see the active runways. Yep, 16 in use. So continuing on with the checklist now, descent page. Descent page, forecast, transitionally and transition level, flight level 110. Weather. -1 and winds pressure 1028. At 7,200 feet, the winds are 44 at 9. And at 4,900, the winds are 5-6 at 9. Execute that, head over to the fix page. We're landing on runway . Well, hang on. That's all good. So we just changed that, so now we are runway 16 left for arrival. Runway 16 left. That's odd, but that's okay. Blah blah blah. Landing altitude. Let's find our localizer. we'll set our localizer frequency. (110) at 9. 1109. 110.9. And we'll set our bearer to 220. There we go. Continuing on with our checklist now. Some minimums are set. ILS frequency is set. Final approach course is 155 degrees. Like so. And landing altitude is set, destination weather is obtained and set. Engine anti-ice isn't required. And we'll chuck in 4,000 feet. .40 miles from the top of our descent now. Recall. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the top of the descent has begun. We're descending into Sydney, which is our arrival airport for this evening. Hope you're enjoying this stream. About 30 minutes until our arrival. According to Pat, so probably a little bit less than that, I'd say, but we will see. Our time seems to be incorrect, I just noticed. I'll fix that once we have arrived at Sydney. So we're about to make a slight turn to the left for track inbound. So it just hit 9:03 p.m. here. Set auto brake 3 now for landing. Okay, so we're approaching our transition flight level. So we're going to go ahead and switch on the fasten seatbelt signs. We're also going to make sure we're all briefed for our approach. Looks as though we are. Switch over to switch over to the bearer. Going to descend us now.
We have begun our final descent into Sydney. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time.
Landing lights on, runway turn off lights on.
Please also store any carry-on items either in
Descent
the seatback
checklist
pocket or
complete.
under
We're
the
switching over to the approach checklist
all
now.
Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
There's 10,000 feet. So navigation course is checked, speeds are in limits. Arm the speed brake. Do a quick recall. It's looking good. We can select the set the engine 1 and 2 start modes to continuous. Ground altitude will be 3,000 feet today. We'll arm the approach mode. Here we go, nearly at Sydney. Approaching 4,000. Got a bit of cloud ahead, so the field isn't in sight just yet. Wait for glide slope capture. Should come in shortly. 4,000 feet, field in sight. Now we just wait for glide slope capture. So we'll reduce the aircraft speed. We'll set 3,000 in case of a go around. Gear down. Speed brake armed, flaps 1. Cloud. Localizer. Runway in sight. Flaps 2. Need to slow ourselves down. Ready to land. Flaps 5. Flaps 10.
1,000.
Autopilot disengaged. And auto throttle. More flaps. 15. Flaps 30.
Approaching minimums. 2 200. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Shoot, that was a horrible landing. Horrible. Way too slow. That was a really bad landing. Good approach, but horrible landing. That's fine. Just didn't have the speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sydney. The local time is 9:21 p.m. and it's currently about 14 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop
Welcome
and
to
the
Sydney.
sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Parking brake. Set after landing checklist. Speed brakes can come up. Flaps can head back to 0. Engine start switch. I'll look at my checklist. Okay, position lights to steady. We'll turn all of these lights off. Taxi lights on, start the APU, and we'll do probes can come off, blah 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 blah, engine start switches can come off, auto brake is off, taxi, okay. We'll taxi and head on over to the domestic terminal. Pull up my charts for that. Simple taxi. Man, that was a really bad landing. I was happy with the approach. Glide slope was, you know, localizer and glide slope came in at the perfect time. Perfect altitude, perfect speed. Perfect everything, just a little bit too slow towards the end, so that's something for me to improve on. But a solid flight. We came in 6 minutes early, well actually 8 minutes early, sorry, which is always a win. So yeah, but a pretty bad landing. That is A-okay though. Flight director's off. Oh, that's what I don't like about this airport package at Sydney here. All the bumps in the taxiways. apart from that, it's very nice. So we're on Lima now. Just gonna make a right turn before 16 right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining me for this beautiful weekend stream. We were flying from the Goldie down to Sydney Airport in the PMDG 737-700 on Qantas flight 519er. Registration Victor Hotel Victor Zulu Delta, as you can see there. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this really nice evening. Quite a chill stream. The local time now is 9:35 PM here in Sydney, and it was a successful flight. Early landing at a low speed, but a stable approach and a on-time flight. So thank you for joining me. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and show your support. Remember, if you subscribe, you can expect often live plane spotting at Sydney Airport, plus some Microsoft flight sim videos and more. Make sure you check out the channel page for all the information and join the Discord link in the description below. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you all again soon, and good night, everyone.